Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Good day to wherever you are on planet Earth. My name is Israel Ajosi, and you are tuned in to the one and only the Lunar Lounge Podcast. Welcome to the show. If you haven't subscribed, I take it you're watching this. Well, you could be watching from many platforms right about now. It's actually live on Instagram, also on Facebook, and also on the YouTube Live. However, if you're watching on YouTube, do follow the program, do subscribe, do tell a friend to tell a friend, to tell their family to tell a friend to also subscribe and also follow the show. Like I said, I am featuring right now, or I should be featuring right now, on the Instagrams Live. And also on Facebook. And hopefully you're not seeing my face just all up close. I'm clogged up a bit. I've got a cold, people. Yes, you know, from what you heard the Sunday show, right? I was really clogged up then. I'm sweating. I've got the hell of a flu, and I'm drinking some hot the usual remedies, man. You get in there with the ginger, with the lemons, with the honey, with the garlic, with the black seed oil, all that. I've got all that concussion right now. So I'm taking a sip, and I will be taking a sip throughout the show. And yeah, that's keeping me going. But it's just my chest area. Got to get rid of that. But nothing that Shayo, shout outs to Shayo. Shayo said to me, like, get some pepper soup. I'm from that Nigerian gene, man. How can I not have some pepper soup in the house? So yeah, that will definitely sort out stuff off my chest. Woo, that drink is hot. I kid you not. However, I am going to apologize in advance if you catch me sneezing, coughing throughout the show, but the show must go on. Shout out to everybody who's there on the YouTube chat. Also, shout out to everybody who's coming in here on the Instagram. Shout out to everybody there on the Facebook. Thank you for attending and listening to the show, the Lunar Lounge Podcast, which is a show which is astrologically centered and astrologically orientated. It's a show which aims to inform, educate, entertain, and have a little bit of a laugh. Yes. Remember also later on in the show, competition time. Yes, you heard it. Competition time will be, coming up later in the show, right? Guess what? We ain't got a winner. What the heck is going on, man? We do not have a winner, but well, it is what it is. So we'll be seeing how that goes later on in the show with the competition time. Also later on as well, tarot card of the week, that will also be coming up again later. And probably have to be giving actually another question out, because nobody got the other question, and I'm going to be changing the question every time. So, like, if you don't get it, it rolls over, and then I'm just going to change the question. So it is what it is. So, but tarot card of the week, that will be coming later on in the show as always. So we know how we do there. We got the tarot cards right here, and I'll be picking one out. And prior to that, I will be so that's the tarot cards for later. Bringing up the chart for the moment, in a moment. I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment, and we can be looking at what planetary configurations are going to be shall I say befall us, or what planetary alignments are we going to be witnessing in the month of February? Because we're here. It's the last day of the month, right? 31st of Jan. So it is what it is. Last day of the month. Now it just seemed the other day, maybe it's just me, but it just seemed the other day like it was the beginning of January. We were saying Happy New Year, and we're here. The month's gone. Like what? January's just gone like that. Like this is it. We're now entering February from tomorrow. I don't know. They say time flies when you're having fun, but I haven't been having too much fun. But time's flying nevertheless. It is what it is. As you can see, I am heated up. I've got some Vicks on my chest, so that's burning me up right now. Remember the Vicks? Is it just me? Did your mom used to put you over that hot water? Get some Vicks, put it in the hot water, put a towel over your head, and dangle you over the bowl, right? I'd say dangle over the bowl. You had to just lean over the bowl, and the towel was over you, so you're taking all of that Vicks. Hot water steam, you just breathed it in, and within a few days, voila, all that mucus and all that blockage on your chest was just clear, and then you know what I mean, and you sweat it out in the night, and you'll be good the next day, you know what I mean. So I've had to go back to Mama's old recipe. Yeah, man, it's cool, but you can hear it on my chest, right? It's like, even the way I'm laughing, it's like, oh, and I'll be coughing from time to time as well. So, hey, apologies right there. What else is it I was going to say? I think that was the only, I'm just going to talk about my illness. I don't want to bore you with my illness and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. Okay. Shout outs to everybody there in the chat room. Hey, shout outs to Yvette, Faye, all of you. Welcome. Tiffany from Memphis, Tennessee. How you doing? What is the weather like where you are? It's very cloudy. I was going to say gloomy, where I am in London, UK right now. But it's very grey. And it's getting colder. It was getting warmer last week. Apparently, this January has been the hottest January on record over here in London, UK. Could you believe that? Yeah. It's getting cold all of a sudden. But mind you, I mean, we seem to forget that the month of Aquarius, for us in the Northern Hemisphere, should be the coldest. So this should be the coldest. So it shouldn't become as no surprise. But people are just so anxious. They want that sun already. You got to pay your dues, man. Every day, dog has its day. Every moment has its season. And we've just got to witness, or we got to go through that particular season. So, it is. That is what it is, right? So I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. Shout out to Mason. There on the Instagram, Imelda, shout outs to everybody who's coming in there on the Instagram. I'm not going to be able to read up all your texts. Some of you I'll be answering back in the chat, so do watch out for that. I got my glamorous assistant helping me out, making sure she's answering some of your questions, because some of them I won't be able to see them, because there's just so much going on. We're trying to get this show, we're trying to get it, trying to get it working, right? Okay, coolio. It is what it is. Okay. What else is that I was going to say? So what's the weather like where you are? Do let us know. Cold, is it cold over there as well? Oh my God. Okay, coolio. People letting me know it's cold where they are. I think for most people it's going to be well, unless you're, if you're in Dubai. For those people in Dubai, shout outs to my folks there in Dubai. Shout outs to Shayo. How you doing, bro? Shout outs to Tyrone. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Big up, Sister Aura. How you doing? All my regulars. Haneen, how you doing? Great to see you in the building. Shout outs to Angela. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. All of those folks in on my Instagram, how you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Podcast. It's the podcast, the astrological podcast. Twice a week, people. Every Wednesday from 12:30 p.m. For approximately about an hour, sometimes under. I may not even do an hour today, the way I'm clogged up, but I'll see what I can do. And every Sunday at 7 p.m. every Sunday, again, goes out live. And again, you can find me or you can listen to this show on practically all the podcast platforms. I'm available on Spotify, Amazon, Podchasers, what's the other one? Google podcasts. There's another one, Apple. All of them, I'm there. You can find it there, the Lunar Lounge Podcast. So make sure you definitely support, the Lunar Lounge Podcast, right? It is what it is. So I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. What else did I want to speak about? I told you about these. Well, I don't know if it was two of them. Could have been two, could have been three. Trying to steal my bike like the other, well, it's over a week now. But, made me, it cost me about the best of like £500 to get it all fixed. They mashed up the bike and, I had to get it towed to the mechanic and, oh, God, it's like, and it's just the inconvenience as well. And then I had to cancel with a few like clients. So it's like I lost money and I'm spending more money. It's like when you put the whole total together, it's like, oh my God, is that how much I really lost? It's like, it is what it is. Yeah, but hey, you win some, you lose some, right? Well, so they say. Well, I want to be on the winning side on most of the time. That's for sure. Don't we all? Right. But it is what it is. But that's all sorted now. I've sorted out my bike. I got my bike back. And I'm just keeping it more on the inside of my place now. So I'm not just going to be parking it outside as much. I may do it in the day, but not overnight. Don't want to be attracting those kind of people anymore. I've had enough. I'm putting my foot down. So it is what it is. Let me take another sip of my nice hot. When I take a drink of this, it's like I get a huge rush, like a huge heat rush, and it comes out like I just come out sweating, and the body just heated up. It's crazy. It definitely works for sure. I'm not really one for hot drinks, I'm telling you. My mom used to have me on them hot drinks as a kid. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Bless her soul. Good mama. Yeah. I had the best mama. Mama was a Cancerian, so can't be a better mom than a Cancerian mom. I'm joking. But yeah, no, she knew how to look after her son and she knew how to pamper her son. So, yeah, shout outs to mom. In fact, an applause for all mothers. We need to give an applause for all mothers out there. So let's bring up shall we proceed to go to the chart of the, let me share my screen, let's see, share screen, yes. And let's look at the chart of the moment. Voila. Oh, how do we like that? There we go. The moon is in Libra. Hey. Moon is currently in the sign of Libra. So what does that mean? We're going to have a nice, well-balanced, diplomatic, graceful, beautiful day, right? Yes, of course it does. Shout out to the Librans out there. And the moon is in Libra today. So, yeah, coolio. Anyhow, let's proceed with the activities. Well, today's the last day of January, right? So we're not going to be spending too much time focusing on January because we got the new month coming. Let me put it on days. Got the new month coming starting from tomorrow. So let's have a look. I spoke on Sunday's show just gone of what it is that we can be looking forward to, a few things. So I gave you a few heads up there. Some of it, of course, I am going to be repeating here, no doubt. But for, let's say, for the first 2 weeks in February, what is it that we can be looking forward to? What kind of planetary alignments is it that we can be looking forward to? Well, well, starting from tomorrow, we still got the planet Mars. I mean, even, well, yeah, today, tomorrow, planet Mars is still trining Uranus, right? So we still got that high energy going on between the, you know, and again, that can be very unpredictable and very erratic and very unstable, anything with Uranus. But it is a trine, so it's more of a helpful, assisting kind of planetary influence. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's you know, more on the positive side. So what do we have from the 1st of February? Well, we've got Mercury sextiling the planet Neptune. We got Mercury in sextile to the planet Neptune. He was squaring Neptune, if you remember last month, the month, well, yeah, last month, you know, when he went retrograde and went back into Sagittarius. He started his retrograde in Capricorn, went back into Sagittarius. And if you all recall, that's when we witnessed the whole situation with the post office scandal over here in the UK, that is. I take on board that. I'm speaking to people from all over. This show's an international show, you know. I hope you know that. It's an international show, yeah. You know, you got to give me my props right here, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's an international show. Thank you very much. You know, it's awesome. That's right. You know, you tell them. It's an international show. So many of you may not necessarily know what I'm talking about, but there was a huge scandal with the post office over here, and a lot of people got, you know, they got accused of stealing money or fraudulent behavior. Many people were wrongfully convicted, sent to prison. Some people, out of despair, out of this, committed suicide. It's like criminal what was done to them. They were just treated like, you know, and all of a sudden it's really come out now. And yeah, so here, you know, we could see that was the Mercury Neptune. So I'm wondering, maybe in the next couple of days, maybe we may start to hear something, because Mercury is making that sextile now to Neptune. The sextile will perfect actually on the 2nd of February. So there is something there to definitely look out for. But Mercury sextiling Neptune, essentially for us on a collective level, gives us a chance to perhaps look at things in a much bigger and a deeper way. Shout outs to Sebastian. Hello, my dear friend Sebastian. Hope you are well. Thank you for locking in and listening to the show whenever you can. We need to catch up, man. And we will. What else is I was going to say? So, yeah, Mercury Neptune is a great time for it's a great time for us to go into a place where we ask about meaning of life. We know that Neptune is often linked with spirituality, things that are otherworldly. Mercury Neptune can be also good for like using one's imagination in terms of one's intellectual pursuits, or intellectual hobbies, or intellectual gifts, and using your imagination in and around that. For those of you who are perhaps poets, musicians, creators, artists, designers, this Mercury Neptune could be of really wonderful benefit to you. You could perhaps really tap into something and really bring about some great work here with that particular aspect. So try and tune into that over the course of the next few days. Again, it's going to be perfected on the 2nd of February is when that sextile is going to be like exact. So yeah, it looks all good. Take it as you wish. What else are we going to be having as well as the days then go along? Just keeping my eyes out here. Well, starting from about the did I miss out there on the okay, no, I didn't. That's gone. I did want to talk about Venus. Venus looks like she's coming up to make a trine. Not seems like, she is coming up to make a trine to Uranus. But before that happens, or before I go into that, just to note that on the 4th of February, the planet Mercury is going to move into Aquarius. Planet Mercury will move into Aquarius. When he moves into Aquarius, what is he going to do? Yeah, practically on the 4th or 5th of February, he'll move into Aquarius, right? When Pluto moves into, I said Pluto, sorry, Pluto's already there. Mercury, sorry. The planet Mercury is going to be moving into Aquarius. See, I'm already, losing it. Mercury is going to move into the sign of Aquarius. So he's going to conjunct Pluto. We're going to have a Mercury-Pluto conjunction. This is about communication, Mercury, and power. Pluto, god of the underworld, god of the subterranean. So this is a time to start putting on your detective hats. This can be quite a powerful moment. This can be a time where we need to start, delving deep into, the depths of information. Mercury, Pluto, powerful words. Now, when I say powerful words, what do I mean by that? I mean, powerful words being uttered, maybe by people in powerful positions. So I think it's going to be quite interesting to hear what the news is going to be about round about the 5th of February, 4th, 5th of February, when Mercury moves into the sign of Aquarius and conjuncts Pluto. Something is going to be asking of us collectively to really go deep. Deep thinking. Pluto is like a deep sea diver, and by Mercury going there, he's asking us to, go down deep, go down below. Yeah, that's it. Go into that underworld. That's where Pluto's world is. So we're going to be asked to look at things, in a far more, so it's going to be detective mode. What is going to be dug up? What kind of information is going to be revealed here with Mercury, Pluto? Trust me, there's going to be some kind of information that's going to be coming out around this time. Watch the secrets that are going to be revealed, or that are going to be uprooted is a word. Round about the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th of February. Ooh, this hot drink is nice. No, I ain't sharing. So yeah, so Mercury conjunct Pluto. That's nice. That's good. It's really good. One thing with Mercury Pluto, it can give like obsessive thinking. We may start to be obsessed about certain things. Let's see what it's going to be. But this Mercury Pluto is really going to be, some interesting information that's going to be revealed. Yeah, secrets unveiled. Yeah. What? Let's listen. Watch for the news around that time, 5th, 6th of February. Meanwhile, from about that 4th, 5th of February, Venus will start to make a trine to Uranus. And also, while that is also happening, the planet Mars will also be making a sextile to Neptune. So let me deal with Venus first. Let me deal with Venus first. Venus is going to be trining Uranus. This is a spark in the area of relationships, in our love life, in our values. This is a great time to really get to try something different. Uranus is like a breath of fresh air. All right, regardless whether you're in a relationship, whether you're single, but you're looking to meet new people, you know, Uranus is a planet that requires us to do something different. The problem with us as human beings is we get trapped in doing the same thing over and over again. We're creatures of habit. It's totally understandable because why? It breeds familiarity and that gives us a sense of security. And that's what that's about. So it's totally understandable in terms of how that works or why it works, but it's not always helpful. So thank God for planets like Uranus. When they are configured in the heavens at certain times of the month or year, it gives us an opportunity to do something different, try another way. So this Venus trining Uranus is saying, hey, in regards to your love life, relationship life, regardless whether you're in one or regardless whether you're not, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is everything can be improved. And the way things can be progressed and improved or advanced or moving forward is if we do something different. That is what Venus-Uranus is about. Try something, go somewhere different, do something different. For those of you who are single, Venus trine Neptune, I said Neptune, Uranus. Venus trine Uranus can really be good for online dating. It can really be good for online dating. I know many of you, especially some of you of a certain age, you're a little bit like, nah, I'm not doing no online dating. The amount of times I've spoken to people and they're like, nah, I can't do that. Give it a try. Don't try, the world is always changing. Well, we know what happened after COVID. The world's definitely taken a huge change after that. So we have to look at different ways of perhaps maybe doing things. People are not meeting people like they used to anymore. It's not like our fathers and, great grandparents' times, back in the day, people are not meeting people like that anymore. We're not so tribal. So where people are always marrying people because we knew their families and stuff like that. And we're not so much outgoing anymore as such either, where people of course still go out and still, but it's just different. The settings are different now. so you've got to, put yourself in positions where the opportunities can be taken. Okay, and that is one way. I'm not saying it's the only way, but it is a way, and it's a different way. It's something that if you haven't tried before, give it a shot. You never know, especially if you've never tried it before. I can understand somebody who says, "Well, I tried it a few times and it didn't quite," Okay, fine, that's cool. That happens. Okay, so what next? Try something else. If it is a case that you do maybe prefer meeting people, maybe in a nightclub or a wine bar or a social gathering or something of that nature, okay, fine. But maybe try going somewhere different where you wouldn't normally go, or someplace where you've never considered going. Try that. Maybe try going somewhere outside of your local area. That's a way how you can meet people. So that's to do with the Venus-Uranus trine. So that's taking place. That's starting from about the 4th, 5th of February. And that is going to be exact on the 8th of February. On the 8th of February, we're going to have this exact Venus-Uranus trine. Okay. And I think this can be quite good as well, because why? A week later, we got Valentine's Day, right? On the 14th. So I'm going to talk about that in a moment. I spoke a little bit about that on the Sunday show, so I'm sure some of you have already seen that. But, we might be having a treat here with Valentine's Day coming up. So I'll speak about that in a moment. However, around that same time, we got the planet Mars. Mars making a sextile to Neptune. Okay. Well, hopefully we can start hearing more ceasefire, maybe some laying down the arms, and a lot of the conflicts that we've been hearing about just being put to rest. We did see something along that nature, especially when we got those wonderful planets when they were going through Scorpio and they were trining Neptune and so on and so forth. So that was quite nice, because it was during those times when you started hearing about the releasing of hostages and stuff like that. So here with Mars and Neptune, this can be a time of compassion. Okay, so people round about, don't get me wrong, we should always be compassionate, but definitely I would say from about like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th of February, if we can try and be more compassionate, or put on more of the compassionate hat on during this time. And don't get me wrong, we should be compassionate all the times. But with this particular planetary alignment here, compassion will be heightened. Our ability to want to fight and defend and protect other people in the best way that we can. That is Mars sextile Neptune. To fight for, to defend for those who are in maybe worse conditions or worse situations than ourselves. So yeah, let's bear that one in mind. Then what happens? 8th of February, like I said, the Venus perfects her trine to Uranus. And then what happens is on the 9th of February, we're going to have a new moon. We're going to have a new moon in the sign of Aquarius. And this marks what? It marks the Chinese New Year, right? I do want to speak a bit about that. Maybe not this week, but next week. What day is next week's show? It's the 7th, right? So it'll be a few days before. But so I'm going to do, because I want to do something on the Chinese New Year. We're entering the year of the dragon. It's the wood dragon, right? I believe, yeah, it is the wood dragon. I'm sure it's the wood dragon. But I'm going to go much more into detail. Chinese astrology is very, very fascinating. Yes, it's much different from the West, but the symbolism, the archetypes are they work. It's just a different format or a different way of doing it, but nevertheless, it works. So yeah, Chinese astrology is really great. It's a wonderful astrology to get into. So shout out to all of you people who were born in the year of the dragon. Yeah. So those for you who were born in 2012 would have been year of the dragon, and 2000 would have been year of the dragon, and I think it was would have been 88 or something like that would have been year of the dragon. And yeah, so but shout out to you guys who were born years of the dragon. So we will be, I'm going to be doing something on the Chinese horoscope, so that will be next week, Wednesday. So do watch out for that. I want to do a little special about that, so to welcome in the new year. But we're going to have a new moon in Aquarius. The new moon in Aquarius always brings in the Chinese New Year, on their lunar calendar. So new moons are about new beginnings, right? Planting new seeds. So right about now, as I'm speaking to you, the moon is in a waning phase. This is a great time to be releasing, to be letting go, to be forgetting, to be, come out. That's what it's about. So, yeah, it is what it is. So that's the new moon. So we're going to be having the new moon on the 9th of February. What else is going to be happening? Mars will be coming to the end of his journey in Capricorn. We've rather enjoyed his journey in Capricorn. Venus will still be trining Uranus. So we'll still be getting the electricity pumped into our relationships. That could also be good for some money situations also as well. The Venus-Uranus trine. So yeah, make sure you get into your money with that one. But as the days goes along, what else is going to be happening? It looks like Mars enters Aquarius on the 13th of February, right? On the 13th of February, Mars enters the sign of Aquarius. So we're going to have Mars conjunct Pluto. Now that's a powerful one. That can be explosive. That can be the big boom. Mars Pluto could well be, yeah. Well, let's hope it's not that. But Mars Pluto is a recipe for that. So yeah, ease off, Mr. Mars and Pluto. Yeah, calm it down. Mars Pluto it's known for its explosion. It's a very dynamic combination. We're talking the two rulers here of Scorpio as well. Can be very intense. It can really unleash a lot of energetic energy. So be mindful how you are utilizing your anger during this time on the 13th of February. And this is the day before a Valentine's Day. It's the day before Valentine's Day. So you want to be, making sure you're well behaved, okay? No fighting. I think, Valentine's Day lands on a Wednesday this year, right? Okay. I'm going to be doing the show on a Valentine's Day. I didn't know. Valentine's Day is landing on a Wednesday. So I'm going to be doing the show on Valentine's Day. Oh, well. You know what it is. Anyway, Mars moves into Aquarius, and he's going to conjunct Pluto. So This is going to be a real powerful time. Let's watch what's going on also around the world also as well. This can be a time to really unleash any kind of anger or any kind of what can I say? Can't remember the word now, but releasing any kind of, buried rage. That's the word. Mars Pluto is buried rage. So this is the time that any form of your buried rage can be unleashed. So it's okay unleashing your rage. The question is, how are you unleashing it? You want to be unleashing it in a very healthy way, creative way, maybe through the arts, maybe through exercise. I mean, I'm going to make sure I'm in the gym on that day and then in the bedroom. The next on Valentine's. That's what you want to be doing. That's how you want to be utilizing this energy. We don't want anybody getting hurt. Because Mars Pluto can be, like I said, can be somewhat explosive. And we don't want that. We don't want a negative. Explosive can be good. It can be exciting. It can be adventurous. We want some explosion, but we want it in an appropriate way, in a well-contained manner. That's how we want it. That's how we want that. We don't want this Mars Pluto in a that way. We don't want it like that. We don't want to be, slashed in any way. Yeah. So let's watch out for that. What else is it I was gonna say? And then interestingly, on the 13th of February, and starting from even the previous day, from about even, from the 12th, really, from the 12th of Feb, 13th of Feb, we've got the planet Venus making a sextile to Neptune. Venus is making a sextile to Neptune, meaning on Valentine's Day, practically on Valentine's Day, is when it perfects. Is when Venus sextiling Neptune perfects. So it means that this Valentine's Day looks quite good, planetary-wise. We're going to have Venus sextiling Neptune, which is it's one of, I wouldn't say the most. If it was a trine, it would be much better, I would say, or more potent. But it's definitely a planetary alignment aspect that has wonderful romantic gestures, love gestures, and opportunities for new love and opportunities for opening the heart. So I think that's very, very appropriate. We've got Venus in Capricorn, sextiling Neptune in Pisces on Valentine's Day. Really good. So, gentlemen, go get your flowers, man. Go book your dates. Start booking your dates right now. The problem, that's the one thing I don't like about all these Valentines there, because all the restaurants there, and all you restaurant people, don't think I don't know what you guys do. Drive up the prices, because that, men are going to be taking their women. Take advantage of us, man. I get it. Everything's all like, it's all about sales now, isn't it? Right? It's marketing, right? And everything's become commercialized and business, and how much money can we make about it? Things in the process, we lose essence of things and the meaning of things very often because of the, sometimes that's the aspect of capitalism that we need to be mindful of. I'm not against people making money and making that very clear. I'm just saying sometimes be mindful of, we can want to make money, we can want to better ourselves by making money and do more by making more money. but be mindful that we don't lose, meaning and purpose in the process. So Venus Neptune, I think that's really good. Yeah, you know that. I think Venus Neptune deserves a round of applause. Yeah, I think so as well. I think it deserves an applause for that one. Very good configuration. I like it. Right. What else? So we talked about the new moon. So this brings us to about middle of February. And then what happens? On the 16th of February, Venus looks like, it's looked like she's moving in on the, on the 16th of February, Venus is going to enter the sign of Aquarius. Venus enters the sign of Aquarius on the 16th of February. And guess what? It means Venus, Pluto, Mars, Mercury, and the Sun will all be in Aquarius. There's going to be 5 planets in Aquarius. So lots of Aquarius energy here, right? We're picking up a lot of Aquarius energy. And also as well, another thing as well that's quite, which is already happening. Should have already mentioned this. All the planets are moving direct. There's no planet moving retrograde right now. And all during this time. All through February, even into March. I think the next planet that's going to be moving retrograde is Mercury. And I think Mercury goes retrograde at the beginning of April. So pretty much the whole of February, the whole of March, every planet is moving direct. We ain't going to hear about no retrograde this and no retrograde that. It's forward moving. So the fact that all planets are all forward moving as well is an advantage for us. It allows us to really, be able to just keep moving forward, getting things done, completing the mission. So again, we champion that. We like that, don't we? Come on. We do like the idea of all of the planets are moving direct. Yes. Oh yes. Hell yeah. We'll definitely take that on board. So yeah. That is absolutely
awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much, Johnny. Johnny Cash. That is absolutely awesome. So that's a good one. I'm looking out for that one. So on the 16th of Feb, Venus enters Aquarius. There's going to be 5 planets there in Aquarius, and I think I'm going to leave it there because that brings us to the half of the first half of the month of February, and you've got the cosmic updates and cosmic news there and what you can do and what you can't do. And then next week I will be talking about the rest of the month of February and what else it is that we can be looking forward to as well. To keep you in the loop, it is what it is. Anywho, I am going to stop sharing there. And what is it? It is yes, it's competition time. Of course it's competition time. Let's see. This book was up for grabs, right, of the competition that I set for last week. The question was, what planet rules trees? What planet rules trees? Somebody got back to me and said, I think, I'm not going to mention no names, I think it's Mercury, because trees talk. I had to laugh. I could not stop laughing. I'm telling you. But yeah, no, it's not Mercury. Somebody said Saturn. You know who you are. No, it's not Saturn either. what planet rules forests? Is the moon. The moon goddess, man. The moon goddess. She provides over forests. So I can understand why you'd say Saturn. I get it. I get it. We could say there's elements of Saturn there for sure. He is connected with agriculture and the physical earthiness. But no, forests are ruled by the moon. So this book is still up for grabs. Okay, the book is still up for grabs. I am going to change the question though. I'm going to have to change the question. What question is it I should be asking next? I don't know whether to make it an easy one, a difficult one. Right. I may have to go into some traditional stuff here. I know I had a few questions written down here somewhere. I just didn't know. I think I was in two minds of which one should I should I use. But yeah, I think I was gonna. It might be an easy one. No, I shouldn't make it easy. I shouldn't do that. Okay. That may be a bit too hard. Come on. What is it going to be? Okay. And just to specify the rules also as well, I'm going to ask the question. Shout out to everybody here again who's there on the chat. Not be able to seeing everybody here, all the chats. I'm seeing one or two. But shout out to you guys here on the Instagram. Welcome to the show, Lunar Lounge. Thank you for being here. Thank you, all of you. And also you guys who are watching on the Facebook. Too many platforms. And for you here on the YouTube also as well. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yvette, yes, I see you. Faye, Angela, Haneen, Shayo, oh gosh, there's too many names to mention. You know who you are, man. I can see you all. Yes. Sister Aura, yes. Tiffany, shout out to Tiffany, man. LaDonna, how you doing, my dear? You okay? Great to see you. Great to see you, LaDonna. Yeah, so Imelda, welcome to the show. Hope you're well. Beautiful influence. How you doing? Great to have you. Mason, shout outs to you as well. No, so what I was going to say is I asked the question and you answer me next week. Yeah, you answer me next week, Tuesday, the following Tuesday. The email address is on your screens right now, right? You can see it right there. That is it there. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. It's there, right? So there's no excuses. That is the email address right there. It's on the screens for the competition. And you, I'm going to ask a question now. And then it's the first person who inboxes me from 12 midnight GMT, so UK time, GMT. And, first person who inboxes me the answer. Sorry. That's been the first cough of the show, actually. That's not too bad. First person who inboxes me gets the prize. So the question is, what is going to be the question? I'm going to give you probably another planetary ruling one. Shall I give another planetary ruling one? I want to give something a bit more, okay. Okay. what planet rules fig trees? I repeat, what planet rules fig trees? Figs, you know figs? You eaten figs before? Do you like figs? What planet rules fig trees? A fig tree, yeah? What planet would rule it? Okay, all right. So fig trees, what planet? Get it. Right, okay. First person who inboxes me at 12 midnight, from 12 midnight next week, Tuesday. The email address is the one on your screen, the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com, will be the proud owner of this book, Ireta. It's a classic. You cannot get it anymore. If you get this book, you could probably sell this book on eBay for about £1,000. Yep. Any serious astrologer knows that you ain't getting this book, so it is what it is. So you want to get that. So that's the competition time of the week, and that is it. So what are we going to now? Well, we're going to that last part of the show, right? So it's the tarot card of the week, as you can see below. So I'm just going to give a shuffle and then bring the show to an end. I got to go. I didn't even think I was going to do a full hour, But you know what? I'm feeling a bit more lively while I'm doing the show. You know what I mean? Maybe the show just eradicates the illness. It is what it is. I'm just going to pull the card and then, yeah. You know me. Let's have a look. I'm just going to cut the cards, and wherever I cut the cards, that's going to be the tarot card of the week. You know how it is. And it is. Let's have a go. What's it going to be? Whoa, what we got there, man? We got Mr. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. We had that a few weeks ago, didn't it? Well, probably a few months ago. No, it knows. But yeah, this is a card about being discreet. Got to be discreet. Got to be secretive. This is a card about using your brain rather than brawl. Not telling everybody your secrets. Minding how you're going. Moving yourself from particular situations that are stormy and trying to find new ways and new directions to go and seek something more peaceful. This is about moving in stealth mode. This card warning is also a warning about your belongings. Watch where you place your purses, phones, money, wallets, whatever. That is what this card essentially is about. It's the Seven of Swords. So watch it, people. Watch your belongings over the course of this week. That is the tarot card of the week, people. That is the message. Moving in stealth mode. Don't be telling everybody everything. We got the Seven of Swords. That's what it is for this week. It is what it is, man. Listen, I'm going to bring in the show to the end. I want to thank you all, everybody there in the Instagram, Facebook, you guys on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Shout outs to all of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting the show. I'll be back again this Sunday, as usual. And yeah, it is what it is. And we shall continue to keep on going. Thank you.